Even though I was thinking about relationship, not with me, but with
It's to like, I used to feel like I used to overhype him. Wow, I'm always saying too much, I used to feel like you're too unserious. Like, you smile too much, you're too nice, you're too this. That me, I like, okay, we want to do it, we want to achieve a particular task. Let's serious mode activated.
after about 3 years, something shall lead to something, to something, to something, and I asked her out.
And the chemistry started. I can't wait to go like this.
Oh wow,
Hi guys, you're welcome to another episode of Life Issues with Faith, and today we're going to be sharing a very interesting topic. It's an interview with two people that just got married, who I love so much, so I decided to do an how we met video with them. And sincerely, this is not your regular how we met video. This video will tell you the journey of waiting, the best way to wait, and how to recognize and know the right person for you. So they shared their journey with me of how they met, where they met, and the process, and how God helped them through the journey. So I want you guys to ensure that you watch through, pick something important for your life journey, for your waiting journey. Ensure you watch through it all, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So let's dive into the video. Thank you.
How did we meet? Okay, so I'll start with the fact that we were in the same faculty back then in Unilag, and I did not like her when we started.
Never liked you.
Okay, nothing personal, but she was too serious for my liking. Because she had a friend back then, and two of them would just come. We attend, of course, being the same faculty, we would share, we would take courses together. Immediately after class, two of them would just carry their bag and just start walking out of the faculty. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, are these people? Okay, they were just too serious. Only for me to discover that she's a member of my fellowship. I'm like, okay. But we never had any personal. We've never even spoke until I discovered that she became the head of the corrections unit. Still, even at that time, we still did not have any engagement. All through that tenure. Then she became the AGS, that is the Assistant General Secretary, and I was the head usher. See, that tenure, we did not really have so much contact until a point when our General Secretary then gave us a task to do together, and I just tried to engage her because we were just standing together. We were supposed to be directing people to a venue of one of our meetings, and she was just too serious. So I had to kind of bring up a conversation. You might don't remember what we're talking about. But the part of my mind was like, this is boring. Oh God. So I think that was the only time we had a discussion all through that tenure. As far as I remember, then God will set us up to serve the third time. No, she was serving the third time, so I was serving the second time, and she became the sisters coordinator, and I was the brothers coordinator. And we even if I did not like her, we had to work together. That tenure, and we were able to, of course, record some achievements that tenure. And at the end of the tenure, we continued. We were in touch. And mind you, I would say that at that point in time, there was nothing relationship or marriage in my mind. I could not even, as at that point in time, I could not fund the relationship. So the last thing you even tell me there was a relationship. And even though I was thinking about a relationship, not with but we stayed in touch as friends. We connected. And because we had a group chat, we were always in touch.
Is it your group chat with
Of course, God, we're always in touch anyway. And after about 3 years,
I think we graduated 2019.
3 years, is it 3?
Education
Or
started
2022. So that was after
years
about
later.
3 years actually.
2 years
3.
later.
2019.
Okay.
After about 3 years, something shall lead to something, to something, to something, and I asked her out.
And the chemistry started.
And when I say something led to something, of course, we trusted God, prayed about it, and all those things. And I was late to actually ask her out, and I asked her out, and she kept me waiting for 3 months. 3 months. And she finally said yes anyway. So 2022, we've been coming for 2 years, counting. I think 2 years.
2 years and like 3 months.
3 months. November 2022 actually. So here we are today, at the point of marriage. Thank you.
Alright, so how did I feel it? You already mentioned faculty happenings and the rest. He's this kind of guy that when we have a class together, I was in QS, I was in estates. He's not going to sit at the front. But I feel like the class would have even started, but really we just sneak inside and go to the back of the class. And I used to see this face in the fellowship.
Seriously.
I used to see this face in the fellowship, but we were the front seater, but there's only that. But actually, you know, front seater serious with you're serious. Sorry. Okay, so fellowship. I'm not sure when he said, when I served as HOD decoration unit, you were not yet in school then. So obviously, he has a very quiet, sneaky personality. Very quiet. Even if you are in a place with different kind of people, you are able to really talk. Especially if he is with his G's, you get you very, very, very easygoing person. So there's no one you even notice that possibility is in the room. So when he became head Osha, I was assistant general secretary. All throughout that tenure, in fact, as AGS now, you know all the ESCO's name, you know everybody's name, you take minutes of meetings. I just knew that there's that name, Philip Ajadivo. We'll gather Saturday, we'll gather for meetings, ESCO meeting, but we never said. We never said any hello, but that was just it. Even as within the small circle, I never entered his DM to say hello, entered my DM to say hello. But I remember one day like that, there was a little chat between me and him, and that was all throughout that tenure. And then the brothers and sisters coordinator came, and then we had no choice but to work together, and it was a fantastic leader. He really was. He made me he made leadership, or how do I put it now? Collaboration very, very easy. He didn't stress me as brothers for easy talk. Like it was very smooth, it was excellent. And that was how the journey started. I used to like, I used to feel like I used to overhype him, but I'm always saying too much, I used to feel like you're too serious. Like you smile too much, you're too nice, you're too this. Me, I like, okay, we want to achieve a particular task. Let's serious mode activated. Can we get this done? But even in his calm countenance and everything does not mean that things cannot get like, but I had to now learn, okay, we have different personalities. So 3 years after school, one thing led to the other, and then emotions, chemistry started growing, and I remember that I had to ask the one and say that, please, where is this thing going to? Where is this relationship going to? Like, this is our friendship. Are you looking for something, brother? I don't know how to say it. And then just went, no, so please, I'm saying this. If there's any brother is saying that, no, actually, check that brother again. Because I just removed it from my mind. And then one day, Baba came around and it was a proposal, and I'm like, where is this coming from? And then we had to go and pray.
That's why you left for 3 months.
I was praying, I was checking. Before you were already my friend, does not mean you're going to get a yes. I'm going to have Jesus. Should I follow this man? And then finally God gave me a go ahead that okay, he's your man. And then to be honest, it's been 2 years, 3 months.
I think so.
This man is a fantastic man. I must say that. Thank you. I can't wait to do life with you.
Oh wow, this
What's your advice to people out there? Dating, right?
Yeah, I
What
think
kept you guys all through the relationship?
the waiting season. Waiting season, right?
the waiting season, you were checking on me. You were doing
Who
video
says
calls.
waiting season? Who says waiting season is a
Were you
season
checking
where
me out?
Who says you should? Who says that you must cut all connections during
You're
waiting
supposed to be
season?
praying your waiting season, right? And be fasting. And be hearing God, and be building your spiritual.
Well, of course, you're supposed to be building. You're supposed to be doing
I'm just
things.
checking.
And I think I want to share this. You know, when God put Adam in the garden, God was able to recognize at the right time that it was due for this man to have a woman. So he said, it's not good that this man be alone. But then there was one thing that God did to make that happen. God put him to rest, to sleep.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I think that's one critical and important thing during waiting season. You have to be at rest. You have to find that place of rest for yourself. Because the truth is that when you are waiting and you are agitated at the same time, there are tendencies that you would jump into the wrong conclusion. I mean, it's very likely. Very likely. So while you are waiting, you have to learn to rest. Put your mind to rest. And probably you might get to a point where you tell yourself and agree within yourself that if God says it's no, then you say no, go ahead, we move on, life continues. So, I was at that point when I asked her out that it's likely that, we're friends now. So me asking her out is a chance that I was going to mess up the friendship. But I got to that point that, I beg, if she says no, no, me, I will move on. I mean, life continues. And if she's not my friend again, I've shot my shot. And that's it, we continue. So, yeah, I think I just wanted to mention that about waiting season. You have to learn to put yourself in a place of rest. Very, very important. Yeah, sure.
So waiting season for me was more like you're not just waiting. Make sure that your spiritual antenna are active. It's one thing for you to know that okay, God said I should stay here. What is God saying even within the season? Has God given another word? What is the word? So stay in fellowship, stay in communication with God, so that it might not be a go ahead, but when God is giving pointers, God is giving other information that will prepare you for the next season. So be in tune. Don't just say, sometimes you feel like there are days in my life I feel like God, I'm keeping my list with you. Maybe because you did not want me to do the way that I want to go ahead with. And I'm like, God, we're not talking. I'm a good shy bird, we're not talking. And then don't shut God out of the process. He wants to give you, you want something and he's not giving it to you. It is because he knows that it is not for you. And when what belongs to you eventually, the Bible says that God gives good gifts. If our parents will not give us bad gifts, how much more our Heavenly Father? So we need to understand that no matter how much you desire it, yes, me and particularly we have been able to build, became G's. Just like I'm like, God, I really want this brother. Even with the way my needs were there, it is not your needs over God. It is God first and then your needs. So no matter what let the needs be in Canada or in UK, that is not what defines the criteria. It is God first. So if God says, darling, you cannot have it, He's going to pay you. They're going to keep malice. Say, God, you broke my heart. You did this, you did that. But it is still better that you follow God. Because when you follow God, the best, my time is, God is ready and it's okay. It is time. Oh my God, you really enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right.